I got a little obsessive a while back, and I made pizza dough every other day for a month, and I finally landed on the perfect. I finally landed on the perfect recipe, and it's easy. It's like no need, and it doesn't take any like special skill or work, but it's just timing. Like you make it, you stir it up, and you do something for 5 minutes, wait, and then do something later for 5 minutes. So if you have like enough planning ahead and you have like those 5 minutes, you can make this recipe that I'll share with you guys for the crispy, chewy, artisan pizza style crust. But so I did that ahead of time, and I have them portioned out into dough balls. I actually made them a little bit smaller because I found it's easier to work with the pizzas like the 12-inch than trying to stretch your dough perfectly to like, you know, the big, large pizzas. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I have a stoneware in the air fryer and oven. So this guy is kind of like a little mini oven, but it's an air fryer and toaster oven too. So I'm gonna preheat this, and this is what's really cool. This is like a smart oven. So I'm gonna do stone bake, and it knows to preheat the stone. So it's preheating the stone, and that's one of those things that gives you that really crispy crust with your homemade dough, is that preheated stone. So that's one of the secrets. And the stone, it's not like the first time I saw stoneware, I was intimidated. I'm like, that'll be like a nightmare to clean and I'll have to learn how to use it. No, it's like you just literally clean it with water and a stiff brush, and it's so forgiving. Like whatever you bake on it, you don't have to stress about burning because it won't give you like black on the bottom and white on top. It'll totally even everything out. So it's like really forgiving. So that's preheating. And then in the meantime, let's shape our little pizza dough. And this is, you guys will have to play with this. It's really fun. And it's one of those things like you could spend a lifetime learning how to like make perfect pizza, but like just start, and it's just so fun to play with. So first of all, I do need to flour my work surface just a little. And I'm just using, I have a chopping block that's wood, so I can cut on this and everything, but you'll want to do a surface that you can flour, a nice big surface. You guys able to see that nice and well?
Yes.
Okay, good. So I have enough flour so we don't stick. And the other life-saving thing is this bench scraper. That's what you'll use to transfer your dough, and it makes it really easy. So just kind of carefully kind of slide that off. And it is smart to, you can actually like grease the tool ahead of time. But the first thing I'm gonna do is kind of make sure it's not sticking. But the first thing we do is flour up a little, and you're gonna press this gently, like from the middle out, without crushing the outside edge, because that's gonna be that 1-inch edge that gives you your crust. So we're just gonna kind of press it into like an 8-inch, and it's not perfect, but this is basically you're getting a start for your big pizza round. So like an 8-inch, and just keep making sure you're not sticking. So like an 8-inch circle with leaving like your inch edge there for your crust. And then this is the fun part where you start, make sure your hands are really floured well. So this is, I'm not gonna throw it in the air, but what you do is like a steering wheel. So you don't wanna crush that outside edge. You just wanna kind of turn it like a steering wheel. And this is, like, this dough will get really thin, almost to where you can almost see through some of it. But this is where you can have fun playing with it. And this is where even like I noticed it does help to just put it on your knuckles and stretch it a little. And what we're looking for is like something like 12 inches. And it can get, it is delicate, but it isn't at the same time. And we're actually looking pretty good. Like this is pretty big. So just kind of handle it, but just be careful with it if that makes sense. Like don't be afraid to handle it, but just don't like do anything sudden or sharp that'll poke holes in it. Okay, so I have that. I think that's a good size. And then since that stone pizza pan is in there already, we can't burn our hands and take it out to put the dough on there, so we're gonna use a pizza peel. So there's a metal pizza peel you can get, and the thing that you have to remember is that you want it to not stick. And I found the best thing for that is actually just plain old cornmeal. This is like plain old canister of cornmeal, and you'll sprinkle on pretty generous, as much as you can without it getting sloppy and falling all over your oven, because you want it to cover everything so that the pizza dough won't stick. And then we carefully put our pizza dough on there. And then this is a big major secret. Before you try to slide it in the oven, make sure, shim it like this and make sure that it's sliding, because if it's not, it's gonna stick and it won't go in the oven. So just make sure it's sliding, and don't stress if it's not perfect circle. This is homemade pizza, it doesn't have to be. So we're actually in good shape with the preheating, because I already had this preheated, and it knows to preheat it and then to do the time that you told it. So I have it cooking for 15 minutes. It might not take that long, but we're gonna put this in raw, and I found that you have to pre-bake it for just a few minutes. So that's
How long, Erica?
What's that?
How long do you do the pre-bake?
I found 3 minutes is good for the pre-baking. And speaking of that, I am gonna set the timer because I know I'll get distracted. So I'm setting the timer for 3 minutes.
So are you putting it, is the stone inside your oven?
Yes, and I was hoping you could see it a little better, but there's a square stone that kind of fills up that whole top shelf in there. It's a square, and it's been in there and it's preheating. So once it's preheating at 400 degrees, you don't really want to pull it in and out because it's too hot, but that stone has been in there. And then, so it's nice and hot, like really hot. I've had it preheating like 25 minutes at 400 and something degrees. But this air fryer oven, the top part that's in the oven, it knows, you just hit stone bake and it knows the temperature and the amount of time to preheat the stone. So you don't really have to think. So that's going for 3 minutes. And then in the meantime, I'm gonna clean up my surface just a little bit. And we'll think about some ingredients. So think about what's everybody's favorite pizza topping ingredients?
I always love Italian sausage, mushroom, and black olives.
Okay. Sausage, mushroom, olive. Okay.
Sausage and tomatoes.
Oh, tomatoes good.
Oh yeah.
Fresh tomato is always good.
Hard to think, you got me on the spot.
Yeah.
Sandra, do you like the margarita pizzas with the
Yes.
tomato and mozzarella? Those are so good in the summertime.
Yes, and sausage though. I like to add sausage to my margarita pizza.
Sausage. Yeah. Yeah, that makes
That's my
sense.
favorite.
Yeah, usually it's the Italian sausage, but you know what? All sausages are good. I think this one, Mom, what did it mean when it said CK on the homemade sausage package?
What was the initial?
CK. It's not like cheese or something, is it?
Hey, Kevin, what was was their initial when we did the Italian sausage where it said CK?
But for
I
sure.
don't know who did that.
Well, anyway.
Because it just should be IS in the year.
Oh, well, this one, I'm not sure what it was, but I tasted it's delicious. And I'm not so sure it doesn't even have the little cheese in it. So anyway, like any or all sausage is good. Chorizo, and that's the other thing about the crust doesn't have that much flavor. So what you're depending on for the flavor is all your toppings with the pizza. And you want those strong sausages and the olives. I also like pepperoncini slices. I don't know if you've really done that on pizza. But onion, I think everybody loves onion. So just to kind of show how quick you can do your toppings, I have onion started. I thought red onion would be pretty. And I am doing the thinnest setting. And we'll just do a few onion slices. That's actually probably good. So you saw how long that took. And then my timer did just go off for the 3 minutes, so I'm gonna take that out with my pizza peel.
I'm in your driveway.
You're in my
I
driveway?
saw you get in the car. I was wondering if you were going over there.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
Well, I was at Connor's house.
In the door.
I've learned.
I was at Connor's watching another Zoom meeting about exercise, and I turned it off to do pizza.
So I'll wait for you to put the
Oh,
sauce
shoot.
on. So that's the secret to getting people to get together is make some yummy food. That's all you have to do.
No.
You always hear people. You always hear people
I
are
love
too.
this.
People always say they're too busy, but if you make something really yummy to eat and invite them, all of a sudden they have time. It's funny.
I'm not sure how to get in your. Oh, here.
Here, let me turn the
Wait, how
light
do
on.
you get in your house?
Yeah.
So I got a helper. All right. No, you're perfect. Thanks. All right. So look, I
was-
guess right here.
I was too distracted
Here's-
with Connor.
Here's my mom. We'll come over. So, and then this is the other one. This will be our main one that's permanent. But this is my mom. Make sure she can see ya. There you go. Okay, so make sure you're in here. But then you're gonna be looking at that because that's
Well,
what.
I don't have to be in it.
No, I want you in it. That's the whole fun. Is cooking. So cooking with friends. Okay. So you and I are looking at that, but mom's here. Okay. So this is par baked, so it's like kind of baked a little bit. And you guys can experiment with it, or I don't know if you made raw pizza dough and baked it. Did you have to par bake it, or did you just raw dough with all the ingredients? And
No, I've learned to do
I
that.
always
Okay, so you
I always bake it. And
bake
it's
it
about
first.
3 or 4 minutes.
okay.
And
So
then poke it.
oh really?
I got the air bubbles out.
Yeah, you can do that. We can take like a knife.
But
and get-
that was probably more pie dough that I did that
Oh, it
with.
could have been. Yeah, if you
Yeah.
have some really big air bubbles, you can pop them, but I'm not real worried about it. Do you need something to drink or something? Or do you have something?
No, I had water
Okay.
in my car.
You're good?
I'm good.
Okay. So that first pizza we did was that sausage one, and I'm thinking the next one we'll do like a more traditional, like with the red sauce. So, okay, red sauce, and then the hard part again with this thinner crust where we're baking it kind of hot and fast, the hardest part is not doing too much ingredients because it'll take too long to cook and it won't end up right. So kind of just
You know what I do? I do a drizzle of olive oil straight on
before.
them.
You know, I was thinking, do you do olive oil and sauce, red sauce?
Yep.
Okay, you
I put the
can.
olive oil first and it makes a good barrier.
That does make sense. Yeah.
You don't do olive oil when you bake it? I mean, like pre-bake it?
What? No, just put it on there and then throw the sauce on.
Like I could have done it right
Because it's
before this.
already pre-baked.
So we'll try
Yeah.
that. I have one more crust, so we'll try that with the next one.
Yeah.
I did find that too much sauce is too much.
Yeah, so I'm gonna stick with this. That might have even been, what, like quarter cup or third cup maybe. And then here's another optional thing. Mom, you would be good at this. What do you think about painting the edge with some olive oil before we bake it?
I think that would be a good idea.
Okay.
It gives it a really great texture.
So let's do that a little bit. I'm just gonna put a little olive oil in a dish so I don't like
You know what
accidentally.
would be awesome? Remember when we had that garlic olive oil the other night for that dish?
What about little sea
Wouldn't that
salt?
be good on there?
Yeah.
Not sea salt
Oh,
be too
yeah.
much?
You think it'd be help to do a little sea salt on that crust
Salt on
or
it. Be like a pretzel.
not necessarily? Ooh, that is a good thought. Well, you know what? We can try it. I have
You
that.
can just do it apart.
Yeah. Oh, we can do half and see. Okay.
Just do half or a couple spots on it.
And I even have a little bit of that flaky
Oh,
sea
that
salt. I'll let
finishing
you
salt?
do it. This is that one that's.
Oh, I might overdo it. You better not.
I just have a little left, but this is that super flaky sea salt where it's like snowflakes and really light. Mom, I was hoping you could get me some more of that.
Yeah, we have to get some more of that
Okay, so
finishing salt.
We're trying this on half to see how it
That'll
does.
give you said the crust doesn't have much flavor till you add stuff, so. give
Exactly.
it more flavor.
Yeah, the crust is more about like the texture. And then from here, let's do, I found that if you take some Parmesan and kind of add it in, because I know we do it like at the end a lot of times when you're eating it, but it's good
Oh yeah.
this way too. And I'm just gonna peek and make sure. Yeah, my oven's still going. It's 425. And then let's think from here. So I like black olives. You like black olives?
No.
No? Okay, we won't do that.
Hey, it ain't for me though.
So this is that mozzarella cheese. You guys, of all places, the best fresh mozzarella I found at Walmart. It's
Oh.
it's not the normal 1 pound block cheese. It's like more of a fresh, soft one, and it's whole milk mozzarella, 1 pound block. And you get it just like this at Walmart. Like I keep them on hand and keep them in the freezer. They freeze great. But it's good, like it's perfect for these pizzas, but it's so good, like you can just snack on it. So that's just a little tip I discovered.
Does it shred?
Yeah.
After frozen?
Yes, like maybe freeze it for, 15 minutes or something. So I kind of have gone back and forth, cheese first or last. You can kind of compromise, do a little cheese first and some later. So let's put some
That's
cheese.
what I like.
Okay, so let's put some cheese down. Just thinking ahead, what you want on the very top is the things you want to get crispy, like if you're doing pepperoni. And it's still hard to not put too much. And then you like pepperoni, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
This ain't about me.
Yes, it is. It's cooking with friends.
I just had a sandwich the other day with black olives and it ruined it.
Oh, you hate them that much?
Oh my god.
Well, that's what's perfect about this is, so I have 3 dough balls, so we can do everybody can make their own custom pizza. So
And that's fun to
You could-
everybody, make their own.
and then you can do the next one. Make sure you're in the screen here so that we can see you.
Oh, you get to see how my face is.
Yeah. Okay, then what about onion? Do you like onion?
Love it.
Okay, so we're gonna do onion. And this is, I got it really, really thinly sliced because this actually cooks so quick, probably within like 8 minutes or something, that you don't want anything that actually has to cook. You just want it to get like heated up, the cheese melted. Okay, should we do anything else at this point? Pepperoni, onion,
Your
just
parsley or whatever?
stick with that. Basil we'll actually add at the end,
At the
so
end?
don't let us forget.
Like at the top?
So should we run with this? You want some of these?
Whatever.
Let's try some of these
She doesn't need to listen to
pepperoncini
me.
slices. Well, it's for both of us. And then this is actually something really good to talk about. Whenever you have something with some moisture on it, it's really important to dry it before you put it on the pizza because that moisture will ruin, or not ruin it, but it'll make your pizza soggy. So I'm gonna take paper towels. Without burning myself. So you just take some paper towels and get a few. This is just for us. If it was for other people, I'd use a utensil. And then you just dry them.
You
Squeeze
would
out
do
all.
what if it was other people?
I would use a utensil. So actually, Pampered Chef is coming out with this little grabber that you can reach in and it grabs. You know, like those things when you can't reach the high ceiling and it's a grabber. Like one of those for.
You just turned the camera off.
Yeah. Except we didn't shoot. So these are nice and dry now. So let's toss on some of those.
Well, that's interesting because I wouldn't have dried them.
That's one of those things that I learned the hard way. That gives it some really pretty color too. Okay, I think this looks good. Okay, so and this is what's really cool since we've been dallying, our timer's been going down of cook time. There's an add minute. So we're just gonna add minutes up to like 8 minutes and see what that gives us. And then another thing I learned, if you do have like extra cornmeal, get it off, otherwise it'll get all over in your oven. It's hard to get the right balance to where you have enough cornmeal so it doesn't slide, but not too much so that it gets everywhere. I'm gonna let you do it, Sandra.
Oh,
Just
Jesus.
get this. This
What
is,
am I
it's
doing?
not sticky. You're just gonna get that on the peel. And then we're gonna put it in the oven. And carefully,
Jesus.
just so it doesn't like smash on the top. See the narrow, area? Yep.
Yeah.
Just kind of, back and forth. Don't burn yourself.
Oh.
There you go. You got it.
This is neat.
Yeah, the pizza peels. So it's set for like 7 minutes. We can kind of set this to the side.
Okay.
And then if you have
Now,
this,
is that the pizza peel that's specifically for that air fryer oven?
yeah,
Or
well,
is that just the traditional size?
yes and no, both.
Your pizza
Like,
peel.
yeah, yes and no, because it's good for any size. You can use this in your regular oven or the toaster oven.
Okay, I didn't know if you needed to have a specific size for that toaster oven.
No, this is a pretty standard. This might be like, I don't know, 12 inches or something.
Okay.
And it actually, if you need to, you can take off the handle so it's easier to store somewhere. So then in the meantime, since we have one going, you can think ahead a little and get our next pizza rolling. And then another thing I learned is it's handy to have like something you can set your done pizza on when you're done, because you're not pulling out the whole pizza pan. So I had just another pizza stone sitting there to put my other stoneware on.
So you just leave the stone in, grabbing it with that thing?
Yes, yeah, the hot preheated stone stays in there because it's like 400 something degrees, and then you're using the pizza peel to transfer. So just kind of remember when you pull the pizza out, you just need somewhere to set it that's safe, that's heat proof from the pizza. Okay, so in the meantime, let's get our next little piece of dough rolling.
I want to see. I missed.
Oh, the pizza shaking?
No, you making it. Yes.
Yeah, where you have
like.
the...
I want to see you twirl it.
I haven't got to that level, which you don't have to. You can make really good professional pizzeria style, like brick oven pizza without having all those crazy skills.
What's the movie when they twirl bottles? You could be the pizza twirl.
Yeah. I mean, if you do enough of them, you would get there. You'd be like just cranking through them and rolling. Okay, so let's think ahead a little about our surface. We do want it floured. And then there's that last pizza, the raw pizza dough ball. When I was reading about the dough recipe, they said your pizza dough ball, what you're looking for is about like a softball, the size of a softball. Okay, so we have our flour ready to go. And then, you want to wash your hands so then you can do some of it
I want
too?
you to do it.
You don't even want to try?
No, I don't. Not tonight. I didn't.
Right.
I missed it. I don't want to mess it up.
Okay, so this is the raw pizza dough ball, about the size of a softball. And when you shape your dough balls and let them rise, make sure that you grease the top before you put the saran wrap on, otherwise it'll stick. So that's another little thing I learned the hard way.
You grease it with just regular oil? Or
Olive oil, yeah. So, and then the bench scraper is what I always use. That's like, you have to have a bench scraper if you're doing anything with dough, pizza or baking or any dough. So carefully. And then this is where you want to make sure you have plenty of flour. And then even move it around more so you have plenty of flour under there. But then this first step, you have your round ball. So the first thing you're doing, you're kind of getting it into like an 8-inch circle to start your big circle. But you're pushing it down gently, but you're not getting that outside like inch because that's going to be that fat crust. So I like that. I know some people like the super thin crust, but I like that crust. So you're getting this to about, and then just keep adjusting it to make sure it's not sticking on you.
So you don't flip it over.
We're getting there, yeah. So this type of pizza dough has those big air bubbles in them, so you can leave them, pop them, but you want those air bubbles to be there. So we're getting this to be about 8 inches just by gently pushing on it. And then this is where we lift it up and you're holding it like a steering wheel so you're not crushing that outside edge. So you're just, and this is where it is, like it seems delicate and it does get really, really thin, but like don't be afraid of it, just kind
It's
of
so
get
soft.
Yeah. And all this recipe, all it is flour, salt, water, yeast. That's it. Like, it's more about what you do, like when you stir it and fold it. But it's not even, like, it's a no need. It's not a lot of work. It's mostly just you have to think ahead, like earlier, like the night before. So this It can look really hairy, but, and this is where it does help. I'm gonna use my knuckles, so I'm even flouring my knuckles. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna use my knuckles a little bit. And this is getting really odd
You
shaped.
don't want me doing that.
But we're looking, yeah, you just need to practice a little. But we're looking for like 12-inch, and yeah, this is even trying to get a little hole on me. But if you want to take the pizza peel, set it right over here, and then take a little of that cornmeal and sprinkle it on there. Kind of cover the hole. And yeah, see, that one is trying to get a hole on me, so I'll just pretend like it didn't happen.
Is that enough?
Maybe even tiny bit more like around the front, just so it's pretty much covered, because it will stick if there's any. I think that should be good. And then drape it out. And this one, as you can see, really odd shape. You just kind of make it back normal. And then this is where
The unique shape is that the character
Yeah.
of true artisan.
And then this is where I actually caught myself here. So I am going to need the pizza peel to get that pizza out.
Oh.
So let's back up just a sec here. And then actually this pizza is looking really close to done. Let's peek at it. It's really, really close. So here's something, and we all have to pay really close attention for this. I'm gonna cancel this, and I'm gonna hit the broil setting for like a minute, literally, because it'll burn on us. So we're gonna let that broil for like literally 1 minute, and like we actually literally have to watch it, because
I
it
was
can
gonna
like get, yeah, you know.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I know how to burn.
But yeah, when you have it on a broil setting, you literally like don't even like turn away. But it's going to give it that effect of those blistered bubbles, just like if you were at one of those brick oven pizza places. And we obviously don't have a brick oven, but we're gonna make it look like we do. So I'm literally like, yeah, you can see it like sear and bubble and brown. So we're giving it a few more seconds. And then if you see like, you don't really want to see black too much. So we turn on our vent stoves. Okay, we're gonna cancel it. We're gonna call it good.
So if you don't have this kind of oven, you can just do a high level in your oven.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Look at that.
Look at that.
So this gives you like that brick oven pizza effect. It did start to get a little dark just in spots, and that's okay, but that's why you have to be there like watching each second. But yeah, can you see the crust pretty good there, Mom?
Yeah, it looks really good.
Good. Okay. So that was pizza number 2, and we'll do a third one, but we can let you get on with your night, Mom. We can do a little taste test here. I'm gonna try the, we're gonna try that sausage pizza, because that one's had a chance to cool down.
Can you make room?
I think we're good with that. I am going to, let me think, surfaces. So I need to clean off this surface. Actually, we should go ahead and get this in just so it's par baked, and then we don't have to worry about it. Thanks for hanging in there with us, Mom. You're just...
At least I didn't get to be there for this one, but at least I get to watch.
Yeah. So I'm just thinking ahead a little here. So let's go ahead, set this back to the stone bake, cancel, and then,
Well, this is even a pampered chefs.
Yeah.
I should have known better.
yeah, they have their own air fryer and oven. Stone bake, and then we don't even need 15 minutes. And I'm gonna skip the preheat because we know it's already hot.
Right.
And this is where we're giving this raw crust the pre-bake, the oat cornmeal. You just have to
Need more
remember,
cornmeal?
yeah, you just have to remember those little steps. Otherwise, you'll know it'll cause you grief.
You probably don't need as much.
Yeah, that's good. And then, do you want to hold that for a sec? Get this on there. Get it the shape that you're happy with, and then we'll slide that in. I would let you, but... And this is where you make sure that it will shim back and forth, otherwise you'll know it's sticking. And then just carefully carefully shim it in there. Yeah, pizza is always fun.
We haven't done a family pizza party for a long time.
Well, you know why? So I set the timer for 3 minutes because I know I'll forget about that. But you know why is ever since I've been working at Bacardi's, I'm around pizza 5 nights a week, so I kind of get enough. So that's why I haven't been like
Yeah.
craving it and making it at home. But I thought, well, it's
Yeah.
time to do some pizza again because this one is that different type of crust. It's like that chewy, fat, really bubbly on
Yeah.
the inside. And the pizza Bacardi's, that's the thin crust. So it just
Yeah.
depends what you're in the mood for.
I can't wait till summer and fresh tomatoes and basil.
Oh yeah, that'll be a whole different style of pizza. So I'm just going to clean off my work surface here. And this is the bench scraper makes this a dream. It looks like a pretty bad mess, but it's not bad. And even with it being the metal, it just really scrapes everything.
You got any kids here tonight?
They'll be back home later. You mean to eat the pizza?
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll be around. Jake actually helped me. I forgot I didn't have cornmeal, which that really does help to have when you're doing that nonstick. You can use flour, but cornmeal doesn't burn as bad. Okay, so we're gonna do our little taste test. Let's do this is the garlic, do you like garlic sausage? Okay, this is the garlic sausage olive oil.
So you don't have sauce on here?
No, that one's just olive oil, garlic, and then it has Parmesan and mozzarella. I think that's it. Olive oil, garlic. Yeah, the 2 cheeses and the sausage. And then, of course, the Pampered Chef pizza cutter is the best. It's a really good size. Okay, let's get this. I better get us both a napkin here. I like,
Paper towel?
yeah, well, this is hot. You'll burn yourself if you can reach it. It's the back of that. Actually, Sandra, right behind you, there's some up there. You don't have to reach.
Up here?
Napkins right up
Oh,
there.
here.
Yeah, there you go. If you could hear that, you could even like hear it crackle crisp when you cut through the crust. This is the demo I did with Ed Wienhoff a while back.
Oh,
He helped
really?
me, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so pick your piece. Oh, and I knew.
Somebody get my piece for me.
Yeah, I knew I would get distracted. So in the meantime, that 3 minutes is up. So I'm gonna take that out. So that's another, oh, look at that cool shape. That's another pre-baked crust that's ready to go and then get baked again. Okay. Okay, we're ready for our taste test. Oh, we forgot about with that traditional pizza, we could sprinkle on some basil. So if you wanna hold that. So this is the pepperoni red sauce pizza we just finished, and if you wanna sprinkle on a little basil. That, obviously the fresh basil is best, but that freeze-dried one is the second best, if you can find that.
I don't know how much.
Oh, that looks so good. Yeah, that's good. Yep. Yep. Yeah, so that's with the little basil sprinkled on top.
Make me want to go home and do this.
Yeah, well, you're here. Okay, so let's do our taste test. Usually I like the crushed red pepper flakes. I'm gonna try this garlic sausage without it just to get an idea of all the flavors.
Maybe not on pizza, but the powder red pepper flakes I use for.
Powder red pepper flakes? Is
Oh,
that a
yeah.
new thing?
Yeah, I don't know if it's new, but it's awesome.
I'll have to look into that.
I mix
guess.
it with chicken bouillon, and it makes your chicken bouillon like soup with hot pepper.
I'm gonna have to look at that. Okay. So I'm hoping you can see the crust, like you can see the
Oh
little
my.
holes in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that'll give you an idea. It's
Do
not like,
that well.
Professional.
yeah. Okay, let's give it a shot.
1, 2, 3.
That garlic. The fresh garlic is everything in this one.
Totally fresh? Oh, fresh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
Wow,
literally
this-
used like the cloves of fresh.
Is that a press?
Yeah. Well, it's a slicer. You want me to show you the way I did the fresh garlic real quick?
Can you smell it?
Yeah.
Oh, yum.
Yeah, that's good. And I'm glad I used the amount of garlic that I did. It's nice and heavy, but it's not like that piercingly strong, pungent, stay in your breath. Maybe it will stay on our breath. But for the garlic, so this is the raw head, the big head of garlic, and then you break off your cloves, and then I have a little silicone peeler that comes with my slicing tool, and you just,
Oh, you're kidding me. It's
I like
such
to roll it, or you can roll it on your counter, but then it flips off the,
Oh my gosh, that's such a pain to peel.
yeah, if you try to do it by hand, it is a pain. But then if you can see this little tool, you can actually do dices or slices. We're doing slices. You just take your peeled clove and then push down, and then in this really cute little drawer, you have your little slices.
Is that what you got slices on here?
Yep,
Oh my.
like this.
I would have never guessed.
Yeah, so you have like pieces of garlic in there. So yeah, that's how easy the garlic, like everything really is pretty quick, and it actually all happens really fast. So your biggest time consuming thing is just getting ready all of your ingredients. Like if you have to pre-cook your sausage, you just kind of have to think ahead and get that done. And then do the timing if you're making your own dough. And then alternatively, if you just don't have the mental space or energy that week for the homemade dough recipe, just get like one of the Boboli pizza crust, and you do all the same steps, except you wouldn't have to pre-bake that one. But otherwise everything would be the same, and you can still have like your restaurant pizza right at home in a few minutes. Like the actual cook time, 3 minutes pre-bake and then like 8 more. So it actually goes pretty quick.
So is it your bubbly pizza that you're talking about? Is that a dough?
The
That's already
pre-made,
made?
you can buy a pre-made crust,
Oh.
and like one of the big major brands is Boboli, I think, and I've heard it's a really good one. So yeah, you can buy pre-made par-baked crust, and I think even Costco has packs of 3 of the pre-baked crust.
So they've already done the 3 minutes?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. So that would take you to that step. You wouldn't have to do anything before that,
Gotcha.
and then you just put your toppings on and throw it in for 10 or 12 minutes.
Wow.
And get it nice and bubbly on top. Like it got that nice blistery when I did that last minute of broiling. So yeah.
That's awesome.
So yeah, that's our pizza. We're gonna finish one more, and then next week you guys have to join me. I'm not gonna give away the surprise yet, but Pampered Chef came out with the coolest new tool that's literally gonna change our lives. So I know it has to do with, we like to go out to eat at certain types of restaurants, and we won't have to anymore. But it's gonna be so fun. Hopefully, Mom, you can join me next week. Say
Pizza.
wave at that one.
Bye.
Bye.